that's important and powerful. You don't need a perfect financial plan. You just need to begin. And one of the things blocking you is not having the right systems in place. And that is shift number one. Shift number two comes from another powerful money mentor of mine, Ken Honda, who says that we need to be healing your early money wounds. Now, you might be thinking to me, Lewis, what are you talking about money wounds? What is this? Well, this is something I talk about in my book, the New York Times bestseller, Make Money Easy, which is all about how to navigate the relationship that each one of us have with money. Because you have a relationship with money, I have a relationship with money, your parents have a relationship with money, your friends, your family, everyone has a relationship with money. And if you don't learn how to heal that relationship, you're going to keep living in stress in your nervous system every time you think about money, every time you see money, every time you see someone you don't like with money, every time someone asks you for money. You have an interpretation and an entangled relationship with money in your life. And if you don't learn about that, if you're not self-aware and you're not learning to mend that relationship with money, no matter how much you make, you'll always live in stress and chaos. And that's why we need to learn how to heal your early money wounds. And the lesson goes deeper than dollars. This shift that you're going to need to take about healing your money wounds, it's deeper than dollars. Most people think money problems start in adulthood. I'm trying to find a job and I can't find the right person. I'm not getting a raise. The money I invested, I lost. They think these things start now in adulthood, but actually they start in childhood. And this is an important distinction here.
So I think you have to look back on your relationship with money since you're 5 or 6. We wake up to the reality of the world when we're around 5, 6, 7. I used to be a volunteer at my daughter's kindergarten, and I asked one of the boys at the kindergarten, and what are you going to get for Christmas? And he said, "No, Santa Claus is not coming." And I thought, "Oh, why? Why is that?" And he said, "Because my parents are poor."
Interesting.
Whoa, really? Who told you that? And he said, "My mom."
Wow.
So, we are waking up to the reality when we are small. And then since then, we've had so many negative messages around money. So I have a fun collection of saying when I visited Europe a few weeks ago. There's all the sayings that we were told since we are 5 or 6. Money, they don't grow on trees in America, right? Yep. If you don't have money, you don't have a head. That's a scary thing.
Sure.
So all those phrases keep telling us that money is not a happy thing. But when you start thinking, you must have some fun memories too around money. A certain gift that you're so happy to receive, and the scholarship, or the happy money that you get from your grandparents or your parents or friend. They buy you for Christmas gift or birthday present. There is so much happy money in your life, but you forget because we are so overwhelmed by the stress around money.
Right. Yeah. Maybe there was a trip you went on with a friend or family. You went on an adventure, and that money provided that memory, that experience for you.
Right. It was worth the money, right? There's a happy saying.
Yes.
So there are many positive sayings around money as well.
And you grew up in Japan, is that right? And so in Japan, are people just as anxious and stressed about money as they are in America, or is there a different belief around it?
Yes, we have a different kind of stress, because it's so interesting. In North America, when, say, your college buddies, right? After 20 years of graduation, you bump into one another, and you don't ask each other how much do you make a year.
No,
right?
In U.S., no.
No, right? And in Japan, we casually talk about it.
You talk about how much you make?
Yes.
Really?
But in North America, I think you're going to lose a friend if you bring that question.
Why do people in the culture talk about money and how much someone makes more frequently?
Because I think how much you make is not as tied up with how much your worth is. But in North America, it seems culturally, it's nothing wrong, but how much you have or how much you make equals how much you're worth. So it's more taboo here.
I love this quote. I think you have to look back on your relationship with money since you're 5 or 6. We wake up to the reality when we are small, and then since then, we've had so many negative messages around money. Now, this is a big lesson for me because most of us are still carrying the financial beliefs and burdens we learned as kids. If that resonates with you, just nod or leave a comment yes if that resonates with you. Most of us are still carrying the financial burdens and beliefs we learned as kids. And some of those beliefs are money is stressful. Money is hard to make. Money makes people fight. Money doesn't grow on trees. We can't afford that, whatever it might be. Without even realizing it, we live from these old money scripts. And I remember growing up in a small town in Ohio, it was just a stressful household. There was love. I knew my parents loved me, but they would argue with each other. And so it caused stress, and my nervous system started to develop around money equals stress. Money equals fights. Money equals uncertainty. And it was stressful. It was challenging. I didn't know. I didn't understand at 5, 8, 12 years old. How do you navigate these things? The idea of money was always a challenge. And it made me realize, like, I'm afraid of this because I don't understand it. And the key takeaway here is you can't build wealth with a mindset that was designed to keep you small. You cannot build wealth with a mindset that was designed to keep you small. So if your identity is going from a place of your childhood money memories or money wounds, and if your identity says money is scary or I'm not good with money, that is an identity from your past. That means no strategy today will save you. You'll sabotage it without meaning to, and it's not your fault. I've been there before many times. I've sabotaged myself. I've lived with anxiety and stress around money for so many years that's why I said, no more. I need to learn. I need to interview these experts. I need to learn how they dealt with the tactical, strategic side of money, of actually getting money, and then how to manage it emotionally, mentally, spiritually, psychologically. How do they manage it so that it doesn't consume them, so it doesn't overwhelm their life, but it enriches their life? And if that resonates with you, that, man, money, it's just overwhelmed me. You know, it's something I think about all the time because I'm anxious around it. I know the feeling. It's not fun. It's not a good way to live life. It's taxing. It's a burden, it feels like. And it doesn't become fun. We want to make money something that's fun, something that's light, not heavy. And once you start healing those early wounds, you'll stop repeating them. So a simple habit that you can implement right now is to identify your earliest memory around money. That could be, oh, my parents got in a fight. Oh, my mom said I couldn't go get this ice cream because we couldn't afford the money. Oh, I remember my parents like digging through the couch cushions to look for change to buy things. Whatever it might be, what are those early memories around money for you? And maybe you can even share some in the comments as well, so other people can start activating those memories as well. And what I want you to do is I want you to rewrite this belief that you've had around money. So I want you to ask yourself, what did I learn about money growing up? What did I learn about money growing up? And does that belief help me or limit me today? So does that belief from the past help me or limit me today? Thank you for watching this video. If you want more inspiring clips like this, make sure to click right here to subscribe and click right here to watch that next video that is specific to support you in your life.